A message from 101.5 The Hawk.
All right, 3:26, and like promised, in the studio this afternoon, I have Bruce Guthro. Bruce,
hi,
welcome.
Well, thanks, man. It's good to be here.
Well, it's good to have you guys here.
Yeah, well, I got a couple of friends with me here, Darren and Joe, some bass and sax.
Right on.
Yeah.
And you guys, we're going to talk this afternoon about your new album. We're going to talk about some of the stuff you're doing across the ocean. And we're also going to hear some music.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to let you guys get away without playing some songs.
Wow.
I mean, if you guys thought you guys are coming in here and not going to play, I thought you were going to show up without your guitar, and I said, no.
No, we'll give you one. We'll give you at least one. Maybe we'll just do the whole concert from here.
We could do that. We could do that this afternoon.
Everybody, save your money. Just stay home. Get some popcorn and pop or something.
So tell me, who are these guys now? These are members of your band?
This is Joe Butcher. I'm monster bass guitar player, as well as a harmony vocal singer. And this is Darren Moore, plays saxophone and flute. And yeah, these are the young, hot cats in the brand new band, man. Brand new band. It's all kind of young, great energy, a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the change.
Okay, now tell me something before we talk about the album. Concert tonight. What can we expect?
Well, you know, the usual stuff. You'll have elephants, and we'll have the tigers, and you know, we'll set myself on fire and shoot myself out of the cannon, and all that kind of stuff. You know?
Right.
No, it's just, you know, I try and do what I'd want to see. You know, if I want to see a concert, I try and lead with a piece of the artist. So I tell stories and jokes, and we have a lot of fun. You know, the band, a lot of interaction with the band, and get the audience going and interact with them as well, and. You know, again, it's a whole new band, so we're just having a blast. We're just kind of getting out. This is our second show, and so yeah, we've already broken it in, and away we go. Okay, now tell me, I hear stories, and I'm hearing quite a few stories about you performing with Run Rig, in Europe, and they tell me that Bruce in Canada is not Bruce with Run Rig in Europe. Is that true? Oh, of course not. Oh, really? They say you're a wild man over there. Is that true? Like that over there, laddie. Oh, very good. No, you know, Bruce is Bruce wherever Bruce goes, but it's a different show over there for sure. You know, we're over there in front of 20, 30,000 people sometimes at big festivals, and you know, with Macy Gray and Bill Wyman and the Rhythm Kings, and you know, some big artists. So it's just you know, you don't get too personable in those situations, or personal, should I say? You know, it's more about the big show. You know, you don't say very much. It's just about the energy and the music and stuff. Yes. You know, here it's still very. I think the concerts here are still very intimate. You know, I like to think there's still a lot of energy, and we have a lot of fun on stage. But it's I think there's more contact here. Over there, it's just a different kind of a show. And you know, they're a Celtic rock band, and they've been around for 25 years, and you know, have 18 albums or something like that. You know? Yes. So we're cruising through on my second record. So now, yeah, it's different. On your second record, you have a second part to the song "Falling." Yeah. What is that all about? I never heard anybody do that before. Well, Harry Chapin's the only one that I know who's ever done it. He did a sequel to Taxi, that he actually called sequel. This is you know, when I recorded Falling and we released it as a single, a ton of fan mail and email come in. Yes. And you know, Falling's of course about a father coming home to a son after a 20-year absence. And it wasn't from the fan mail wasn't from the fathers, you know, it was from the sons and the daughters and the mothers. So it just, you know, reading all that stuff every other day, I'd pick it up and just kind of baked around in my head for a while. Wow. And you know, don't go, just seemed like the sons wanted to be spoken for, you know, so I kind of wrote it, and it represents their side of the story, so to speak. Oh, good. Now, I noticed on this album, there's a lot of songs. It's more upbeat. Oh, yeah. The album, you rock on this album. I mean, I listened to the whole thing. I was like, whoa. Cool. Oh, this isn't the Bruce Guthro I used to know. This is like a different chapter now. Well, I think so. It's, you know, I like to think it's a natural progression. I just wanted to get a little bit more energy, you know. Of Your Son was kind of acoustic driven. You know, we kind of made that timeless James Taylor sort of album. Yes. With this one, it's just, I want you know, a real kicking record that I could go and balance off the live show with. So when I play live, I can draw on some of that edgy, more electric stuff. You know, I don't think it's going to scare anybody, but you know, I hope not. Anyway. You never know. I can tell you got your rockin' sound, though. Well, yeah, very good. Yeah, I was amazed. We picked the producers carefully to make sure that we got we got some edge, we got some life to the record. So it is a lot of fun to play live. So I'm really digging it.
Mm-hmm. I have some emails here. We have to say hello to. People are emailing all the time. I mean, we get emails for you from Europe and all over Canada, and they heard you're going to be here today, and they almost shut down our server. So anyway, we have to say hi to Jennifer Bentley in Toronto. She's an E-Group member.
Hey, Jennifer.
And Paul and Paula from Guelph, Ontario.
Oh, they're right here.
Right out there. Yeah, they drove down to see you.
All the way down
from Guelph. Oh, my God.
They're my bestest fans in the whole world.
Also, hi to John, Anna, Iris. I think that's Heike, H-E-I-K-E.
They're all the German people.
Heike, Katrina, and Wendy listening in on the internet, on the web.
Yeah, so, hi to everyone over in Germany.
Wow.
We got some great fans over in Germany.
I wonder what time it is there now.
In 5 hours difference between them and us later, 5 hours later.
So it'd be like 8 o'clock, 8:30?
Yeah.
8:32.
So it's what? It's Friday night today?
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know one day from the other anymore, man. So this is Friday night. They're over there probably just settling in and having a cold beer and listening to us on radio.
Very good. Now, you're on tour. You're touring around.
Yeah.
And where from here?
Well, we play here tonight, of course.
Yes.
And we're going to play Truro. 2 shows at Rebecca Cohn in Halifax, and then we're doing all of New Brunswick, St. John, Fredericton, Moncton, and then we're over to Charlottetown. Then I hook up with Leahy, and we're going to tour the rest of the country.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very good. Wow,
so,
that'd be
yeah, man. It's album time. It's been 3 years in the making, so it's just time to get out and play it now.
Good.
Road test it.
That's one of the fun parts too.
That's right.
To get out and just do it, instead of spending all that time in the studio. These guys, you guys can talk. You can say whatever you want.
Well, they're not allowed most times.
Really?
Yeah. They just gotta say hello, Joe.
Okay. All right.
In other words, I got a big enough mouth for everybody.
Okay, let's get to some music. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we're going to do a song off the new record, of course.
Okay.
This is a good time, good feeling song. It's called "Wonderful Night," and it goes 1, 2, and 1, 2, wee-hoo. Well, come on, help me out, said the prince to the jester. How do I get out of this house of fools? I mean, the queen's a good woman, but she's a saint, God bless her. But I'm a renegade in this royal charade. So what do you say you help me make my move? It's a beautiful night. It's a wonderful night. It's a beautifully wonderful night to go out and love someone. Now I will help you out, said the jester to the prince. But you have to take me with you when you run. You see, lately I've been thinking, and it's all starting to make sense. Oh, man, don't live if you don't take a chance. So what do you say we go and have some fun? It's a beautiful night. It's a wonderful night. It's a beautifully wonderful night to go out and love someone. So don't slip out the back door. That's so much too cruel. You don't sneak out the side door. She might see you. You don't slip away in the dark. She might hear your pounding heart, all starting to sing, longing to cling to some beautiful blue-eyed wild young thing. It's a beautiful night. It's a wonderful night. It's a beautifully wonderful night to go out and love someone. Let Darren open it up a bit. Come on, Darren. Oh, yeah.
night. It's a beautifully wonderful night. I said it's a beautiful night. Oh, it's a wonderful night. It's a beautifully wonderful night to go out and love someone. To go out and love someone. So go on. We got to clap ourselves. We only got one person. Thank you very much.
There's a lot of people out there that are clapping.
Yeah,
so.
we got a big window here, and everybody's got their nose pressed up against it. So that's kind of cool.
Now, I don't remember. I was reading some of your bio, and I don't remember. What did you do before you started singing, anyway?
Oh, everything, man.
Really?
I bought lobsters on the North Shore down here, not too far from here.
Wow.
In Little River. For a few years. When I was 17, I graduated from school and headed out west and worked in the hard rock mines in northern Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did landscaping work, construction work, roofing work, just, things that I think most musicians would do to support their passion, which of course is music.
Yes. Yes, and you've always been involved playing and writing songs? And...
Well, yeah, I've always kind of, I always kind of had thoughts bottled up in my head, and until I got a guitar and actually was able to get them out, because growing up in Sydney Mines, you weren't allowed to be a poet.
Oh,
you take a lot of beatings. If you were a poet in Sydney Mines, nah. You just didn't be. You weren't a poet in Sydney Mines. So, but it was okay to be a songwriter. You could be cool to be a songwriter.
Right on.
Once I got the guitar, I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love with music and this whole musical game.
Good. Now, your plans to go from here to where? You're on the next level now. Where do you see yourself going in the next, 2 years or so?
That's a good question. I don't know, I'm just kind of taking it a day at a time. I'll try and reach as many people all over the world as I possibly can with my music. Mm-hmm. That's the goal. That's the main goal. But, I don't kind of say, well, today Canada, tomorrow the States, maybe Europe. I think we'll probably, this record, I know EMI is talking to everyone all over the world, and we just kind of take it as it goes, and we'll see how it goes. Right now, the focus is just to get a good start on Canada.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a question. And how did you get hooked up with Run Rig anyway? How did that come about?
They just offered me the gig. Really, they had the first Parliament in 300 years. Scotland did, and Run Rig has kind of always been. I wouldn't say a political band, but they'd certainly be. I could easily say that they're very. Proud to be Scottish, and it's a real kind of Scottish flag waving band. Mm-hmm. So their lead singer wanted to go in and run for Parliament, so he did and left the job.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
What?
Man. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Lost his bid, unfortunately, but he ran, and hats off to him for doing that.
Yes.
And, so thank God, because he opened up a job for me.
Lost his bid, lost his job, and you just got to fit right in there.
Yeah. Well, they thought the Cape Breton Scotland thing. You got that kind of
connection,
pretty tight connection there.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked in well, and it took a little while to kind of for everybody to warm up to everybody, I think. But now we're just rocking along right now. The last record is doing really, really, really well, and it's it peaked at number 20 on the German sales charts.
Oh, good, very good.
Germany's like the third biggest market in the world for record sales. So
wow,
it's kind of cool. A lot of fun.
Very good. What do you? And this is going to be one of these touchy questions. What do you think about all this stuff going on in the States? That's pretty sad, isn't it?
It is. It's ridiculous. It's what can you say about it? It's heartbreaking. I couldn't believe it. It's kind of television's a funny thing. Sometimes you turn it on and it's like you're watching something else on that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem real.
Yeah,
but it is.
Like all the war that was going on over around Kosovo. It's kind of just you shake your head and is this really happening? We're so far away from it in our nice little homes in Nova Scotia, but it's really not that far away. Not really. No. And with the internet, everything is so close now. Everything is connected. That's right. Yeah. You just can't get away from anything. So. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty scary stuff. It's really sad is what it is. I think for everyone involved, it's just really sad that stuff like that goes down in the world. But All right, it's 3:44. I'm Frank, and I'm here with Bruce Guthro, and it's Darren and Joe. Okay, I knew that. It slips in my mind sometimes. I'm not as young as I used to be. Guy. I'm not either.
I'm going to do weather here. Just 1 second. Hawkesbury, what's weather for tonight? Clouds, showers, windy, 15. Tomorrow, cloudy with showers, windy, especially over the Highlands, 40 gusting to 70, and the high between 20 and 24. Sunday, mixture of sun and clouds, and the high near 20. Right now in Port Hawkesbury, 20 degrees. 22 in Antigonish. So
that's great for this time of year.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's going to be a wet night, though, so a good night to get out. Go see Bruce Guthro at Syric.
That's right. Come on out. Come on down.
It's going to be a great show.
Become part of the family.
That's it. You know? And like you mentioned, it's an interactive show. Now, tell me this. What does Bruce like to do in his time off? Or do you ever have time off?
I don't have any time off, man. You know, it's just been really busy. If I'm not working over here, I'm usually over with Run Rig. They'll take up pretty much all the time that I can possibly give them.
Yeah.
You know, I just finished doing 6 one-hour national television shows called Songwriter Circle with guests like... Jimmy Rankin, Alan Doyle from Great Big Sea, Jeff Healy, Colin James, Susan Glucart, Rita McNeil.
Wow.
So we just sit around, talk about music, and play songs. And so that's cool. That kept me very busy. Mm-hmm. Co-producing a record now for little Aslan Debison from Glace Bay. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know her, I'm sure most do, but she's a little girl who sang the song at the Miners' Rally that made national news and kind of basically launched her career. Mm-hmm. So we're co-producing a Christmas record for her right now, and that's a lot of fun. Between that and, you know, just a brand new band, so we were rehearsing all last week and getting the show together, and it's kind of nice. A lot of that stuff is done now. The record's just been mastered. The shows have just finished with CBC, so now my whole focus is my record, and to get this, you know, to tour the Maritimes and go across Canada.
Yes.
Get out and meet the people.
Now, what about, and I'm sure you get asked this a lot for every interview that you do, your influences. Who do you listen to? Or did you listen to?
Yeah, I don't listen to a whole lot these days. You know, I like the sound of the birds in my back step, you know what I mean? I just kind of sit out and listen to the wind in through the trees. It's beautiful music.
Well, who did you listen to when you were growing up?
I really did listen to everything because we weren't a musical family in the sense that everyone played. But we were definitely a musical family in the sense that everybody had their own record collection. Mm-hmm. So, and everyone had a turn on the turntable.
Yes.
And so I listened to everything from Pink Floyd and Black Sabbath to Merle Haggard and Jim Reeves, you know, and who I kind of took to were people like Harry Chapin and Jim Croce. And
the songwriters.
The songwriters, yeah. I love a good song, you know. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Harry Chapin's kind of a bit of a hero. I don't idolize many people, but, you know, there's a good man. If I had to pick one to say that, you know, someone who really had an influence, I would say he did.
Favorite song?
Of his? I have so many of them. Mr. Tanner, I love.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
I like 30,000 Pounds Banana.
I like that, too.
That's a great song.
30,000 pounds. You know, he used to, at the tail end of his career, just before he died there, he was basically doing every second show he did, he gave to charity.
Oh, good.
When he started,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when he started doing that with the band, sometimes the band would say, man, you know, we got to make a living, and understandably so.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you know what, we'll do one with the band, and I'll do the second one by myself. And he did it and gave so much back, so much away.
Wow.
So
very commendable.
Yeah, he's great. He was a great man, you know, which is important. It's, you know, music is one thing, but when you can get your head around the personality of an artist, it's like you like them, you know.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down and swap songs with Harry Chapin right now, you know. If I could, we were talking about that in the circle the other day. If I could bring anybody back and have them sit in a circle, I said, imagine sitting in a circle with Harry Chapin and Stan Rogers.
Wow.
Like, wow, I was right, you know.
That'd be amazing. Amazing. Okay, one more song before I let you guys go. Okay. I know you have to get through a sound check and you have a bunch of stuff to do before tonight. What are you going to do? I'll tell you my favorite song. I know you can't do it right now, but it would be Falling.
Yeah.
Or the one you did with Natalie McMaster, Fiddle and Bow.
Oh, Fiddle and Bow.
That was a great song. Yeah. That's the first time I saw you. Natalie had a show here at Syric, and she mentioned that you were going to do a song with her. And I sat there and I said, who the heck is this guy? Yeah. Anyway, what's he doing anyway? I'm here to see Natalie. And then you opened up with that song and I was like, oh, who the heck is this guy? And he's going places.
Oh, yeah.
So, and look, I was
right. Get the hell off the stage. I want to see Natalie.
What are you going to do?
I was going to do, oh, my name is William McDonnell. I have come across the sea. I am no handsome man of wealth, or do I plan to be? I'm not going to do all that.
That's okay.
I'll just give you a little bit of it.
Keep going.
But I've a treasure fit for kings, and beggars all the same. And she comes with me where'er I go. Sometimes she calls my name. 'Cause I am falling into a world I can't describe. We're doing a little medley here.
It's good. I'm liking it.
And I am calling. 'Cause I'd like to say goodbye. We're going to do this one. We're actually going to do a whole song here. We've got to get the guys in here. This is another song off the new record.
I have chills right now. You get that hair standing up in the back of your neck, kind of like, ah. That's good. That's good. I'm enjoying it.
Good, good. This is a song called 4 a.m. It's I think, especially in the music business, you don't have to be in the music business for this to happen. You kind of end up at the door.
Yes.
At 4 in the morning, scratching at it.
Whose door?
Please.
Whose door?
Let me come back in. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's late, must be 4 a.m. Standing outside your door. I promise you, if you let me in, you just have to let me in. 'Cause when you love someone, really love someone, feeling never fades. It just stays with you. It just stays with you when you give it all away. You know a wish like a heavy rain, don't hang around too long. Some things, baby, once they're chained, lose a soul and make them strong. When you love someone, really love someone, price that you must pay. It's the cost of learning that the heart keeps yearning when you give it all away. And I didn't bring no flowers, I've no champagne on ice, but any given hour I'd lay down my life. Oh, dear. 'Cause when you love someone, really love someone, I guess you just wake up one day, look around and see, oh, what a fool you'd be to give it all away. I know it's late, must be 4 a.m. Standing outside your door. There's some mellow tones.
Very good. Very good.
Thanks a lot.
That's just great. You know, I feel like almost the luckiest guy in the world right now because you guys are here and you're just kind of playing for me, and but you're not really. I mean, there's everybody out there listening, but it's just one of those things where.
Well, you're coming out tonight.
I am. I'll be out tonight. Definitely. Sure. Yeah. Geez. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Proper.
Not for the world. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You guys can stay all afternoon if you like.
No, we actually got a sound check in 5 minutes. So,
okay, well, I do thank you for coming in. You know, it's going to be a good show tonight. Best of luck with the new album. It's going to do very, very well. I listened to it 100 times, so
great.
Thanks again. Anytime you want to come back, you don't have to knock at the door.
All right, man.
Just, you know.
All right, we'll just barge in.
Hey, it's Bruce. I'm here. I want to play a couple of songs. Yeah.
All right, come on in.
Done. That's it. All there is to it. So
We'll
thanks again.
Together. Thanks a lot, man.
Okay,
Appreciate
we'll see you
it.
tonight. You guys
Take care.
too. Thanks for coming in.
All right,
okay.
bye-bye.
Bruce Guthro tonight, Sarek Auditorium. Tickets still available. Get your butt down there and get it down there fast because they're going to go very, 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 very quickly.